All right, y'all, so I decided to come back on after I ended the last vlog because I wanted to do a little chat before I actually do my medicine. I'm trying to figure out where to set the camera. Where to set the camera, because this is really difficult. Anyways, all right, I'm gonna try something out, so bear with me. Okay. All right, so I wanted to come on here and do a quick chit chat before I did my medicine. I do the last shot, like I said in the previous vlog, at 10:30, and right now it is 7:33, so I got a few hours beforehand. But I wanted to quickly come on here and kind of start the whole side effects and just kind of get into detail with everything. So basically, with gonal F is basically a hormone stimulator that helps you create more than just one egg. And with that, they want to see the eggs, and I constantly go in, as you know, for ultrasound and blood work, because they want the eggs and your levels to be at a specific number. The eggs have to at least reach 15 to a 21 or 24 for them to be considered mature eggs, and your lining has to be at a 9 in order for the baby to attach. So every 2 days you go and you get blood work done to check your hormone levels to make sure that they're increasing correctly, but they're not increasing too much, because if they're too much, the higher the chance is for you to have like 5 babies at one time, and that's something that's in their policy that they don't want to happen. 3 is okay, and anything after 3 for them is not acceptable, because it's like the higher the risk. And they basically, with them in this program, you sign a contract, and in that contract it's kind of like going to school. So everyone that has a baby, they go through the whole program, they have a baby with them, and you get a certificate saying, hey, I completed the fertility class. So that's their thing, and that their theme is no one leaves without a baby in their hand. So that's why they do a lot of monitoring every 3 days to make sure that everything is working correctly, and that the medicine, the dosage that's set, is basically it's basically doing what it's supposed to, and that number is working specifically for you. If the numbers aren't going up, because it's supposed to increase by 2 every day. So say like you go in, and if my numbers were at a 13 and I went in 2 days after that, so 13, and you add 4 more to that, if they don't see 4 more added to that, then that means I need to go up on dosage, and you know, they need to figure other stuff out. So that's why that happens. But with the gonal F, this is the second IUI I've done, so the only symptoms I've had this time around was a little bit of soreness in the ejection spots, and a little redness here and there, but not something that's unbearable. Like it was okay to deal with, not that big of a deal. I did have headaches on and off. I was like, I didn't eat as much this time around, but if I did, it was like I was craving a lot more saltier stuff than I was fruit this time around. And I think really that's like the only symptoms that I really had this time, this IUI. I haven't done a trigger shot yet, so I'm not going to answer that until maybe like after Monday, sometime, probably Tuesday, like after my IUI on Monday, or either Tuesday, I'll post a video talking about the side effects to the trigger shot. The trigger shot is basically, it's another hormone, and that is pure HCG, which we already make and create during pregnancy. So taking that medicine, you're automatically going to get a positive pregnancy test result, because it's obviously HCG, but that is to release the eggs that are mature. So when you release them, you know, they can pinpoint exactly from what time to this is the exact time that I need to do the IUI. So that's why all the medicine comes into play. And, you know, that's what the HCG is for behind the gonal F, so that my eggs release basically on call, like on demand when they want them to. Last time when I did take that, I mean, any symptoms that any woman has ever had when they're pregnant, that's how you feel with that. Like, any symptom you can think of, I had it. This time around, I don't know what's gonna happen, but because I've had it in my body before and I'm semi-immune to it, I think that I will respond to it a little bit differently than I did the first time around. So I'm not too anxious about it, but it's still like, it's still nerve-wracking at the same time. But again, that's something that all women automatically create, so it's not as scary when you think about it. So the IUI is different from an IVF. IUI is an intrauterine insemination where they're just going through the vaginal, up through the cervical canal with a catheter, and they're just basically placing the sperm directly inside your uterus to shorten the time that it actually takes for them to travel, because some of them it takes days, some of them it can take a whole week, some of them they just don't make it. And so that's what makes it even harder for certain women to get, you know, pregnant. Anyone that didn't have problems with getting pregnant, you guys may not understand this, but it's not easy. It's a lot that goes on behind the scenes. It's a lot of scientific things that actually breaks down what happens. And it's like in school when this was going on, you never thought, like, you just thought A and B makes C. It wasn't like A, B, C all the way to Z, adding, subtracting, and dividing this. So it's just crazy now to know everything behind it. The IVF is when you're taking an egg directly out of your body. You already add the sperm in it, and then you place it back in your body for it to implant. So that's not what we're doing. The reason why we're doing the IUI is because my husband would like to have twins, and that kind of increases our chances. There's nothing medically wrong with him. There's nothing medically wrong with me. I've stated this in other vlogs. This is just a decision and choice that we've come together and we've made, and it's actually not even just a choice, but it's a desire in our heart that we're basically wanting to fulfill, and we're going to fulfill it. And we're really determined about this situation. So obviously, because look what's happening. But other than that, like the last time I got an IUI done, I had like semi-cramping, nothing unbearable. Like, it didn't feel too bad. It wasn't nothing big about it. But yeah, I didn't have like really any crazy side effects. I know some women can have like diarrhea or something crazy, and I don't know why. Like, everybody's body is different. But if someone was to ask me, you know, what would I suggest, I definitely would suggest these medicines over taking like Clomid. Clomid, like I said before, I did not respond to that correctly. Like, it made me sick, and it has one too many side effects. And to me, like, it's just not as natural as the other medicine. But for each his own. Whatever works for you works for you. This is something that I basically, after trial and error, found that worked best for me. So I decided to stick with it. And this was, of course, a decision that me and my husband came together and decided to do. As far as the do's and don'ts, we're not allowed to, I'm not allowed to run. I'm not allowed to work out. I'm not allowed to drink any caffeine. It's basically like you're treating your body as if you're already pregnant, especially because I have a lot of eggs that developed because of the medicine. And so it's easy for my ovaries to twist and my fallopian tubes to twist on each other. And of course, if that twists, then I can definitely lose a fallopian tube. So that's something that they tell you, like, automatically off bucks. Do not run, do not work out, don't have rough intercourse, yada yada yada. Like, it's a list of stuff, even down to the medicine. Certain medicines you cannot take because, of course, like with any other medicine, it's just things that don't mix correctly, and there's things that can cause a mishap and miscarriages, or can cause your lining or something to weaken where the baby cannot attach. So I think, because obviously I'm talking fast, and I think I covered everything. I only have like 15 minutes on the clock to explain everything. So I hope you guys kind of got the gist to everything. If you guys have any more questions, please feel free to inbox me or just comment down below, and I'll be more than honored to answer any questions that you guys may have, any concerns or whatever, because I know some women are actually going through this and they're shy to talk about it because they feel like less of a woman. They feel like they're doing something wrong. They feel like, you know, people are going to judge them because this is the way that they want to go. And a lot of people be like, oh, you should wait, you're young, you got your whole life ahead of you, or why don't you just do it the natural way? It doesn't matter how it happens. It doesn't matter what you decide. Your decision is your decision. Be confident in it, have faith within it, and don't worry about what anybody else say, because this is my decision and I'm willing to share it with you guys. I have no problem with it at all. And as far as my age, it does not matter. Like, if I was a woman deciding to, you know, go to college and pursue something, you're not going to tell me that I'm too young to go after a desire in my heart. So don't tell me that I'm too young or I need to wait. You don't know how long my life span looks. So don't tell me. Support me, and if you don't support me, then back away from it and leave it alone. That's just what it is. So after this clip, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and show you the trigger shot. I'm going to show you what the needle and everything looks like. It's nothing too serious, nothing too big. It's nothing really different that I do as far as like the other shot, but I'm going to show you anyways because this is something that was highly requested. So the next clip, you guys are going to see me give myself the trigger shot. And normally after I've done that shot, like, I start to feel warm or I start to feel some type of symptom. So I'll let you guys know what I feel during giving the shot, and I'll let you guys know what I feel after a few minutes after I give myself the shot, before I close out this vlog. Again, if you guys have any questions, if you're wanting to try this and you want to know how to go about starting the process or anything, like, don't be afraid. Do not hesitate to ask me, because again, I'm willing to answer any questions. Obviously, I'm putting everything out on this platform, so I'm willing to answer them. Stay tuned for the next clip, you guys. I'm going to show you guys the name of the med. If you guys can see it. There it goes. Avidro. Ours come in a box like that. It also comes in a package, and the package looks like this. Very, very small needle. Nothing big. Like I said, previous vlog, I don't know which one it was, but anyways, it's like a safety pin tip. And I mean, I guess maybe because I'm used to it, like, I really don't feel anything. So I don't know. But anyways, right now it's 10:15. I waited until 10:30 to go ahead and get myself a shot, but I have everything set up and prepared.
So for this gay pride cake, the main focus is family. I wanted to make the people all different colors. Instead of making them like realistic people, because we wanted to make it symbolic that, look, we're all the same.
What are you clowns doing?
It's for Pride Week.
What do you
For
mean?
Miss Richfield.
Oh, I remember Miss Richfield.
Yeah, she ordered another cake.
Oh, that's nice.
So I put all the rainbow colored people underneath the rainbow, typed some lead, finished some clouds on it.
I think it looks great, and I'm happy. Everyone marries who they want.
And I step back. Like I say, this cake looks pretty awesome.